Okay, I think we're going to get started. I just have to say this is a wonderful showing. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Easton has always been so supportive of affordable housing, and we love working with the town. So I'm Beth Lyons, I'm the Executive Director. Excuse me. That's okay, that's all right. Our staff here, Sherry Green, right here. She is our construction project manager, and she'll be overseeing this project in Easton. And Tamar Sheets is our development director. Unfortunately, our director of project development got stuck on the Cape Cod Bridge, so she's not here. But we'll get through this without her. So. Okay, so Habitat's mission is that together we build strength, stability, and self-reliance through shelter by partnering with families in need of affordable housing. We are an affiliate of Habitat International, and what that means is everything we do, we have to report to Habitat International. We have to follow their guidelines, and we are one of 16 affiliates in the state. We have two programs that we offer at Central Habitat. Our home building, which is a project we're going to talk about here in Easton tonight. And we have a critical home repair program. We're probably more known for the home building than the critical home repair. The critical home repair is a program that helps seniors, low-income seniors who are struggling to stay in their home because of repairs for safety reasons. We will go into their homes and we will make their homes safe for them so that they can age in place. It's a fairly new program for us. At this point, we've helped 31 seniors and we have about 12 on the waiting list. We have built 65 homes. This home in Easton is our 5th Habitat home. And then after this home, we'll be building 2 more homes on Morse Road. In Easton, so this is probably one of the towns that we've built the most in. This is our service area, so we go from Duxbury all the way to Quincy and Milton, over to Westwood and Walpole, and then down this way to Easton, Bridgewater. We've built in 22 communities out of the 32 communities we serve. So what is affordable housing? A lot of people don't understand what affordable housing is. What it means is that you spend no more than 30% of your income on housing. Today, there are a lot of people, I think it's 1 in 6 people are house burden because they're paying more than 50% of their income on housing. And what that means is health care. They can't afford health care. Food. They're not eating nutritious food. Transportation, clothing, all of those things that play into it. And when you're spending most of your income on housing, something has to give. So why is it important? And a lot of people don't realize this, but town employees, police, EMTs, teachers can't afford to live in this town. The average cost of a home in Easton is $600,000, and a median price of a 2-bedroom rental is about almost $2,700. So that means somebody has to earn $55 an hour to be able to afford an apartment, or $180,000 to purchase a home in Easton, around $600,000. That's out of reach for many people. So I am going to turn this over to Sherry, who's going to talk a little bit about the project.
Hi, thank you for coming. Me in particular, am so excited to finally get this going. The excavator is on site. The part of the house you see right there is gone. There's a big hole in the ground. Yes. The sign's not up. It's actually right here because we had to take it out so that we could dig the foundation. Having the hole in the ground, that should expediently get that done. We'll put in the foundation, get it inspected, do an as-built, reapply for a permit, and then we can build. So April 16th, I'm hoping by May 5th to be on site building. Everybody say, yay! I'm so excited. So we are going to build a colonial home. This is 3-bedroom, 2 full baths. The bedrooms will be upstairs, full bath up there, and then a full bath on the first floor with a washer and dryer, all the amenities. There's 1,664 square feet between the 2 floors. The basement, because of the slope of the land, will be a walkout basement, and Habitat is encouraging us, and we think it's a great idea, to have people age in place. Or maybe you need to bring in a parent, or anything could happen. So what we're gonna do with this walkout basement situation is plumb it for a full bath, shower, toilet, sink, and wire it for a bedroom. And we have it kind of laid out, so we'll make all that possible for them. And if we get a family that applies, we'll make that all happen. You know, if they need that room, we're gonna make it all happen. So it could be a very, easy process to do that. Even if we don't do it now, they should be able to do it later with not a lot of cost. Everything will be in place, the electric's there, the plumbing's there, the sewer will be connected, not sewer. Septic, sorry. There is no sewer out here. Okay. It will be very energy efficient. We did try and put solar on it. We cannot because of the neighbor's trees. We took down a lot of trees. But the neighbor's trees are prohibitive of us putting solar on it. We do hope to put that on Morris Road on the duplex that's gonna happen across from Southeastern. Go ahead. This is the plan. This will be the front, facing Pequannock. This is the left side of the house. I don't know why we drew the stairs to the back, other than if you're going out the back door, you go to the backyard. We're probably gonna put another set of stairs directly out front to the driveway, which will be in here. And then down in the back, here you see is the walkout basement. Bathroom, bedroom, okay? This is the other side. We have full windows down there. So for easements, things like that, your standard little set windows and your foundations will be there, but we have the other full-size windows. They will not be 6/6. They'll be 1/1, which is 1 pane over 1 pane. But they will be triple pane windows, which will help with the heating bill, the cooling bill. It will be a heat pump, electric heat pump, so that heat and air conditioning all rolled in to the home. And the basement will also have that. All we have to do is just open those up and put them in. So that's very exciting. This was a great day. I have to say it was my idea. Right? Thank you. Now, if you notice, this pile right here and this pile right here, these two guys got it in the air, and I happened to catch that photo. It was like, yeah, they're excited to be there. We are excited to have them there. Southeastern Regional VOTEC is going to be a great partner with us in these projects that are coming up. 3 homes, 2 sites. I'm going to turn it over to Christina. I can't pronounce your last name. You're supposed to help me.
Guarini.
And Jared, and they're going to talk a little bit more about what's going on. But it's very exciting to have them be with us.
I'm Christina Guarini. I am the Director of Access and Engagement.
I'm Jared Lucy, I'm one of the vocational supervisors.
And so we reached out to Habitat for Humanity because we wanted our students to have an opportunity to give back. So not only do we want them to learn the skill set that they learn with us, but that we want them to be good community members we want them to be able to give back in the world and to make sure that they take their skill set and use that to do good things in the world. And that not everything that you do needs to have a paycheck associated with it. Sometimes you're just doing good because you want to be a good person. And I think that that's a big mission of ours is the whole child, really teaching them how to be the best person that they can be. When we reached out, it was fate because I thought maybe in the local area, and as we started talking, we couldn't believe that one of the houses is right up the street from the school and the other two will be directly across from the school. So that's, that to me was fated, but the other thing that we wanted to do is also with the faculty is we're very big on building community. So the other idea was to also have our faculty go out and build with students. Our academic teachers don't often get to see the skill set that our vocational students have, right? They have them in different weeks, so they don't get to see their skill set. So to be out building maybe one day with your English teacher or your Spanish teacher and have them be able to see the skill set that you've acquired, what you're capable of doing, was really exciting to us. And also, again, bringing teachers together, giving all of us an opportunity to come together to help the Easton community and to give back. Whether it be even in the summer, I had a family reach out to me today and said, can this happen above and beyond the school day? Of course. We're just introducing them to that. We hope that, outside of school hours during the summer, we will encourage them. Please go on site, please help, go with your family, let your family see what you're capable of, because often families don't even get to see the skill set that their students have. And, we talked with construction in particular, and the nice thing is they don't always get to see a project from the ground up. So to be building something new from the ground up will be a good experience for our students. So it's just really a win-win overall for all of us. And so we're really excited. They have been absolutely wonderful. We couldn't have asked for a better relationship or better people to work with. So we're very grateful.
We said.
Yes, we're very, very grateful.
I don't know how I can top everything the city has said, but I think not only as a vocational supervisor, but also I'm a master plumber by trade. I was a plumbing teacher at Southeastern Regional before I became a director. And I'm also a product of vocational high school. So projects like this are what got me excited as a student, and then again as a teacher, and now as a director, that we can have our kids go into the community and build something that they can then reflect on and drive by, one day with their families. Like, I built that house when I was a student at Southeastern Regional. So these are the things that really get us excited, just as, a career in technical education, people within a building. We're really, really excited about this project, and so are our kids.
Oh, I guess I'm out.
You're out.
But we're building. Please sign up, there's a sign-up sheet over there, we'll call you, we'll let you know when we open it up for volunteers so you can sign up. You can pick your day, you can go to Cohasset if you want. 35 miles. I have to do it, you don't. But please, come help us out, or at least drive by and check it out.
So Habitat for Humanity's motto is, we give a hand up, not a handout. And what that means is we do not give these houses away. The homeowners pay a mortgage, they pay taxes and insurance. To qualify, they must complete an application. Their income must be 80% or lower of the area median income, which, if Noreen was here, she could tell you what that is, but I can't tell you what that is, so I apologize. They have to have a housing need. So when somebody applies to us and they meet the qualifications, we go out and see where they live and make sure there's a need. It could be a need because of the cost. It could be a need because of the condition of what they're living in. It's amazing what we see, and it makes us more, really want to do our job really well, because there's just too many families living in poor conditions. They have to pay an affordable mortgage. But they each adult has to do 200 hours of volunteer time, which is mostly building their home. So the students will have the opportunity to build with the homeowner, which is a really special treat because the Habitat families are so grateful, and it's just, it's a wonderful feeling to work with them. They must be a first-time home buyer, and we also provide financial workshops. We want our homeowners to succeed, so we have partnered with Operation Hope, which will work with our homeowners, teach them how to budget, teach them what expenses might be coming up, how to save, how to be a good homeowner. Because I know the first time I bought a house, I was not a very good homeowner, but I learned very quickly. And the whole point of this program is to have people be successful. So you can see here all the things that Habitat homeowner ownership leads to. I will tell you a story. I probably have many, but this is one of my favorite. So we had a mother, single mom, who had 2 autistic sons. She was living in a basement apartment, 1 bedroom. Windows didn't shut. The oven didn't work. Only 1 burner on the stove worked, and she was paying a lot of money for this place. She became a Habitat homeowner. Both of her sons have gone to Bridgewater State and graduated. They had opportunities. She was able to save and put money away to help them go to college. I mean, we've had families whose kids have gone to Harvard, and the stories are just amazing. And that's what we love to see. Once somebody becomes a homeowner, we don't walk away. We're still there for them if they need something. I recently had a homeowner call me and say they needed a new boiler for their house. And we were able to work with them to help them get one that they could afford. We have a 1-year warranty on the homes, so we don't go in and say, oh, we're going to fix everything for you. But we work with them to make sure that the issues can be resolved. And sometimes Sherry's really nice and we'll go out there and do it on our own.
Or reseed their grass.
So Tamar,
Yeah.
this is your part.
I can do that.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hopefully not trip over the
Notice they
wires.
don't let me touch the computer.
So, you've heard a lot of great things about what we do. Now I'm gonna tell you about what you can do. It really takes a village to build and fund a Habitat home. It's a true community effort. So how can you help? First way to help is you can volunteer with us, and there are lots of different ways. We started talking about the build days, which I think is what we're most known for. You can do this as part of a group or as an individual. If swinging a hammer isn't your thing, you can maybe bring cookies or snacks to those who are building that day. We have an 8-hour day, do a couple breaks, then we break for lunch. If you want to do something more long-term, you could be on an event committee or help with a project, or you could come to our office to volunteer. But like Sherry says, our offices are in Norwell. We learned a lot through COVID. There's a lot you could do right from your home in terms of, if you like some administrative stuff. It's great to get that off our staff plates, and it can be very rewarding for you depending on where your skill set is. So one thing we didn't mention before, it does take 500 volunteers to build a Habitat house. And as much as Sherry probably wants to speed up the whole process, it does take about a year to build that home. Typically we'll build 3 or 4 days a week in your community, and we're working to streamline the whole volunteer sign-up process to make it very easy for you guys to do that. So here's some pictures of a typical build day. We'd love to take a picture at the end. but I love the action shots even more. You could do anything from building walls to raising walls. This group is putting on some siding. Not exactly sure what this group is doing. Sherry, do you know what this group is doing?
Yeah, they're getting ready to move plywood so they can start shooting.
Yes, so my favorite thing that I saw on my very first build day, working in Habitat, were the staple hammers to put on Tyvek on the roofs. You literally bang, 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 the staples come out and get all your aggression out. And
So fun.
I want to say 3 of the women on this site, I swear to God, I thought they were going to put it in their pocket and walk home with it. But we can't say what you're going to do on a particular day because we're continuously moving, but I will guarantee you, especially with Sherry and our other site supervisors, you're going to have a blast regardless of what you actually do. Even moving trash is fun, and I'm not lying. Okay, so the other thing you could do is help us to raise money or get gifts in kind. For those of you not in the development world, gifts in kind are services or materials that we need that we don't have to pay for. They could be anything from lumber to roofing to windows, flooring, plumbing. This is not to say you should just go to your local plumber and ask him if he'll donate his time. The best way to do it is to contact me. I have my cards here. Soft introductions are the best way to get local businesses involved. So I'll say thank you in advance for that. I do also want to say one thing because I'm looking at the whole list. You will see an orange portable toilet on the Quanticut site right now. That's donated from Wasted, which is an environmentally based waste company. The general manager of the Northeast did grow up in Habitat Home. He called us when he got his job and said, I will give you a portable toilet for every site that you guys do. So you'll see it on Quanticut, you'll see it on Morse. We have it in Cohasset now. So they're a wonderful partner with us because everyone has to go sometimes. They're going to be 8 hours.
I will tell you, they're huge, they're great.
Bamboo, like toilet paper, they have the whole thing, but they don't waste any of the waste, they say.
They turn it over into fertilizer for farms. Check them out.
So financial support is also very important. That's pretty much the job I take very seriously at Habitat. Our budget for this property is $460,950. Some of that is made up through the in-kind donations. We were very thankful to get the town of Easton was able to give us the land or purchase it for $1. And they also gave us $35,000 to kind of get us started. But we work with individuals, corporations, foundations, to get money to build this house. So again,
IBW.
Yeah, well, I didn't mention that. So IEBW is our electric union, and Granite City Electric, Granite City Electric donates all of the electric material, and IEBW, now working with the VOTEC, will
IBEW is here too, tonight.
Oh, hello! Sorry I didn't mention you before. I don't want to take anyone for granted, but you guys are so great.
Before you go on to the next slide, I just want to share with you, so you see that the house is going to cost us $460,000 to build. The house is going to be sold at $260,000. So that's the gap that we need to fill to make sure this house is built.
Took my next line, but
Sorry.
that's okay. So I think I've done with this slide. Other ways you can support us is by going to our events that we have. Our next event is actually on May 9th at Granite Links. It is our premier fundraiser. It's a nice cocktail party atmosphere with a silent auction that will also be online. We do a women build in June that will most likely happen here and in Cohasset maybe. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see who votes on the race.
Yes, it's a race to the finish and a race to get permits. We also do a golf tournament the first Monday in October. That's at Marshfield Country Club, a little bit further for you guys, but It's a lovely private club for any of you who play golf. It's always been a lovely day. And knock on wood, for the first time in years, we had a nice day last year. It was my first week 2 years ago, and I was literally wearing a full-length parka, like crazy. Thank God my daughter plays hockey.
You said it's on a Monday that golf tournament?
Monday.
I try to find a way to make that a work-related event. So
I will help you get, we definitely need someone, we definitely need someone from, yeah. We definitely need someone from Southeastern to say a few words. Yeah, we'll have to say a few words, at the cocktail reception.
I only supervise 800 kids, that's it.
Alright, there you go, perfect.
Got that all lined up.
And the last event I just want to mention, because it's so far away, is our gingerbread build event, because it's really a wonderful time to kick off the holiday spirit. We supply all the gingerbread kits, you guys just supply the fun, and it's a great way to kick off the holiday spirit. So with that, I say thank you for coming. Please share your time, talent, and treasure with us. Truly, we're not building homes, we're building strength, stability, and self-reliance. And we're really building brighter futures for many families in the area.
I just want to share with you, there's some information over here. Applications for the home will be available probably late next week on our website. But this is something you may want to take with you. This is kind of shows you how the process works and what we do. I had it on the screen, but took it off because it was really hard to see. So there are some flyers over here if you're interested in that. Questions? There's got to be lots of questions. No? Yes?
So what skill level do you require?
Okay, Sharon.
Absolutely none. Okay? We want you to come out and be safe, be smart, have fun. I'll tell you a quick story. I used to work for a nonprofit. We took women out of the Chicopee jail for bad checks, selling pot, whatever. And took this woman out. She had been a hairdresser. She turned into a mason, just like that.
So
You do not need any skill. Let me tell you, get an executive woman from a bank and put a finished battery nail gun in her hand. Yeah, nice. It's a lot of fun. If you're not having fun, we're not doing it right, because it is fun. To watch somebody who has been chosen for that home and have them raise the first wall in that home, I guarantee everybody on that site's gonna cry. It's very cool. It's very empowering for me, for them, for the other volunteers to see that, for the kids to see that. And I have chosen now doing it. It's really remarkable. It'll make you feel different.
And you might have a second career.
You never know.
Yes?
How many applicants do you expect to get for the house?
Well, that's a really hard question. It depends. So the houses we just completed in Hingham, we had 25 applications. Of those 25, only 5 qualified. And as I showed you, there's many things that have to qualify. They have to be able to qualify for a mortgage. And we work with a local bank who works with us to help them have it, get qualify for the mortgage, and so they're able to pay. So the bank, we at one point a long time ago carry the mortgages. We don't want to be a mortgage broker anymore. What we want to do is build homes. And we have a partner, and we actually are going to probably have a couple partners with banks, so they could choose, and the banks will work with them. They've worked deals with us, so the interest rate is lower. We will buy down the interest rate to make sure that they're 30% or less of their income. We will also, on occasion, help them with down payments. But we also, the state has lots of grants for these families. I'm kind of getting off topic here, but they have lots of grants for families that they can apply. Our homeowners in Hingham, one got a $25,000 grant for a down payment, and the other got a $29,000 grant. So that really, really helps. The point is, so 25, five were qualified. In Cohasset, we had 5 applicants, 3 qualified. And we chose 2 families. One of them has decided not to go forward with the program. So it's very hard to say. Now, the last project, at least that I was on in Easton, was on Electric Ave. And we had probably between 20 and 23 applicants for that. So I think Cohasset is not the norm. Cohasset's a hard place to
Definitely
get
not
to.
the norm.
And this is much more central, so I expect that we're gonna probably have at least 20 applicants. We used to, when people applied and they qualified, after we did the home visit, we would bring to the board of directors information about each family. No names, just, this is their living situation, they can afford a mortgage, the details, and the board would decide which family had the greatest need. We can no longer do that, which is not a bad thing. The state has changed all the requirements. We have to go through the state pretty much for everything we do, for the land, for family selection. So what we have to do now is what's called a lottery. So all the people who qualify, it's almost like picking a name out of a hat, but it's a little more complicated than that. It takes out any bias that any person would have. And I have to say, I don't get involved. Sometimes I meet people who are applying, but I can't say anything. I can't do anything. And that's the way it should be, but we're moving now. Easton will be our first home with a lottery.
It must be Easton residents, whichever community you build in, the residents must be from that community.
No,
Okay,
they can be from anywhere.
okay.
Anybody can apply. Now, if we're building more than one home at a time, for example, on Morse Road, an Easton resident who applies has some priority.
Okay.
But because we're building one house, the state will not allow that to happen. Okay?
So you said the house will cost $460,000 to build,
Yes.
and the person that is going to be living in the house ultimately is going to pay $260,000. So they'll have to come up with a down payment themselves for that, or?
We do require a 3% down payment, but on occasion, depending on where we are, the board will vote to help with the down payment, or we'll work with the bank so that they can get a down payment through some federal or state program.
So then you're looking to raise $200,000 for the project as cash donations or gifts in kind?
At a minimum, yes. Yeah. Because by the time we sell the house, we may only get $200,000 for that. That $200,000 that we get back goes into us building our next home. So we're continually turning this over. Part of the reason we hired Sherry, so Sherry started with us in June, right? Is because we want to do more. We have been traditionally building one house at a time, sometimes 2 on one lot. We are now moving to building several projects at a time. Like we have the project in Cohasset and we have the project in Easton.
Remember that 35 miles?
She does have help, she's not alone.
She has a really nice
driving.
truck.
Yes. So, and we want to eventually get up to, we're doing 4 projects at a time. But don't tell Sherry I said that because she'll panic. But we
It's
want to have
140 miles.
we want to have a much greater impact in the community. There's such a need for affordable housing. We actually just met with the Secretary of Housing for the state. And I don't know if you're aware, but there is a bill called the Housing Bond Bill, which is the governor has initiated and it's going to be voted on in July. That housing bond bill will have more money for affordable housing. It will help us maybe find land that is unused, parcels of land that the state owns that's just sitting there, that they can sell to us for $1 and we can build on.
I would love to build a road.
Build a road.
Yeah, for those houses, we find a plot of land, I get to build a road. I love running machinery.
So I ask you if you get a chance to read the housing bond bill. It's really, really important for affordable housing. It's important for habitat. So if you're talking to your state senators, state representatives, please tell them you support this bill. It's going to make a big difference in the state of Massachusetts, where affordable housing is expensive. I think Massachusetts is the
Third most expensive.
third most expensive.
California and Hawaii are more expensive.
I tend to go off on tangents, I'm sorry. Anybody else? Okay. Well, we're really appreciative that you came tonight. If anybody's interested in applying, just go to our website, probably late next week or early beginning of the week. And the applications are open for 2 months. They have to be within a 60-day period of time. Our website is ss.southshorehabitat.org. You can also call, and our Director of Project Development hopefully will be in the office and the bridge will open for her, and she can answer any questions that you might have.
But now, if you want to volunteer, we're going to sign up soon.
Please,
Okay.
Yes.
please.
I will also tell you, I did bring 2 full sets of plans so you could look at the entire project, so you could look at the inside of the house, things like that. Like,
I was just gonna ask what commitment level is typically, like, do you commit to 1 day a week, 3 days a week, if you're,
You can commit to once.
yeah, so
once.
it's really
You can just
flexible.
do it once and then decide if you like it or not, and if Sherry's doing a good
You
job. It's a fun
Kathy,
time.
Kathy has a dog, she walks by it every time I show up on that job site, she walks by with Max. So now I have to carry treats. So, yeah.
And I hope you'll be driving by and watching the progress. As Tamar said, it takes us about 12 months, maybe a little bit more, depending. It all depends on the weather. We do
Oh,
use
God.
we do use subcontractors for
Plumbing, electrical, and roof, painting the roof,
Yeah.
putting the roof on.
safety
No meat.
is key.
And when do you expect to, like, need the volunteers? Is that?
I'm hoping to start with volunteers on site 1st of May, is what I'm hoping. I can't give you, I said May 5th earlier, but just a general idea. But as soon as we have an idea, we will open up the website for volunteering and you'll be able to pick your days.
And if you sign up over here and give us your email address, we will email you and let you know what's going on. And if any of you want to be on our newsletter, which keeps everybody abreast of what's happening, we can add your email to the newsletter. We send that out monthly. And it just went out today. So. Okay. Anything else? Again, thank you so much. We hope to see you at the Phonica.
maybe even Morse Road. And we can't wait to
Yeah, once you
start
start,
building
you
with
can't stop.
with the school. So, please help yourself to cookies, water, take anything up here.